Welcome to Captain America Crypto, coming to you with some SUI. We're going to get through the intro, talk about SUI and a little bit of the crypto market. Enjoy. Let's go. Asked if you read that disclaimer. We're going to get over here on the charts on SUI. SUI setting at 0.9206. We on the new day, 3 hours and 29 minutes. We're down 0.11%. We see Bitcoin setting up here at $66,596. As we can see, after we run up, we've been coming down, and it looks like we could be doing a little reversal here, making a higher low. And just don't know if we're going to make a higher high here. We came back down in this area of support, and we pushed back up to this level of resistance here at 95 cents, and now we're sitting at 92 cents. That is the right. I thought I said 96. If I said 0.96, I was wrong. It's sitting at 92 cents. So we're gonna get back over on the chart. Tell you what, with the issue with Iran and the United States coming to a deal, they talking about it could be next month. And we could just see this market sit here and consolidate. We could see it pull back even further. With this deal, with this issue with the United States and Iran, a lot of tension, lot of tension within the United States with this, and now I do believe that I got over here. Check this out. The U.S. they're getting ready to send another aircraft carrier to the Middle East deployment. And it says right here, Donald Trump has appeared to confirm that the United States is looking to further shore up military assets in the Middle East, despite ongoing diplomacy to ease tensions with Iran. The U.S. president shared on his Truth Social platform on Thursday today, without comment, a Wall Street Journal article titled "Pentagon Prepares Second Aircraft Carrier to Deploy to the Middle East." Seems like to me, though the news may be saying that they close to getting, agreement, it don't sound like that really when you look at the military that's going out that way. The story cited U.S. officials as saying that the Pentagon ordered the military to prepare an aircraft carrier strike group for deployment to the region to join the USS Abraham Lincoln, which is already there. The reporting came hours after Trump hosted Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who has been pushing for hawkish policies against Tehran, at the White House, and reaffirmed his preference for a diplomatic deal with Iran. There was nothing definitive reached other than I insisted that negotiations with Iran continue to see whether or not a deal can be consummated, Trump wrote after the meeting with Netanyahu. If it can, I let the Prime Minister know that will be the preference. If it cannot, we will just have to see what the outcome will be. And with all that military going out there, if they don't come to agreement, it looks like they're gonna be forced to come to an agreement. So that's what it looks like to me that's about to happen. So that being said, we could see a dramatic pullback in this market coming into, being next month is probably the deadline really on this Iran and U.S. deal with this enriched uranium. They have agreed, the United States say, they can enrich it up to 60%, but they don't, they 90%. That's where it's reached to be used as a nuclear weapon. So, and they want follow-up inspections, within this deal. So we're just gonna have to sit back and wait and see. We're looking here at the price of SUI. The market has overall dropped a lot, and it could drop even further. To me, do I think they're gonna come to a agreement? Iran's hard. Really, they hard to deal with. I just don't see them maybe reaching the deal, but not upholding it. I just don't see them upholding the deal, even if they made one, sticking to it. But this could be a serious impact on the crypto market coming into the rest of this month, into the next month. This is February the 12th, and you got a little over 2 weeks before we roll into next month. So 2 to 3 more weeks, and we could see something escalate over in the Middle East with Iran and see a much further pullback in the crypto market. And that's what I want to bring to your attention, covering SUI. We're sitting at 92 cents, and the overall market it's not got no strength to it. It's not got no Bitcoin made a little push up, I think, around this is on the hourly chart. It did, I think, wicked up to 72,000 after we had this major pullback all the way down to 59,000 or 60,000. It did finally push back up to 72, and we've been coming down ever since. And I do believe next month we're gonna fall under the 60,000 mark right here on Bitcoin. I do believe. I think I'm looking really for something to escalate in the Middle East, and this market finish pulling back. What it's going to pull back in the bear market. You could see Bitcoin pull back another $20,000 if something escalates over in the Middle East. You'll see a lot of people pulling money out of the first thing that goes off over there and escalates. You're gonna see this crypto market drop really hard, and the stock market. So, I just think I believe that to me, they could reach a deal now. I'm not saying they ain't, but Iran's tough. They tough. They hard headed. Uh, they want to make a nuclear weapon. I believe. They've been trying for years, and they just hard headed. They just don't want. They don't want. I mean, nobody. It would be best if nobody had none. No country had none, but you do have countries, that have them. So we have to deal with it. But and we're trying just to keep from other countries that really hate us, or to be able to create something like this. So um, I just don't see them reaching a agreement. If they do reach an agreement, that it being honored. Uh, so I think that is where we're going to be pulling back in the market, really. And you could see SUI go right on down. I mean, SUI could go right on down. I'm talking about now. I think that could pull her back to 53 cents down here where I got this line at this trend line, 53 cent, around 53 cent. Losing this area support, dropping down. She could, drop to 78 cent right here, 79 cent, bounce a little bit, and then continue on down to 53 cent. But I think something's going to escalate. And then you could say you could say, hey, they didn't reach a deal. Trump does a little something to spark some fireworks over there, and then they say, oh, we ready to deal, and then they come to a deal. But the initial uh, spark over there could cause the market to finish dropping where it's going to drop. And I just want to come and cover that and let you know. But if we look at the RSI on SUI, was in the bottom of we was down here a little bit in the oversold zone, and we pushed all the way up into the overbought zone. Just to get in the overbought zone, we came back down below the 50, and we pushed up above the 50, trying to push our way up. And that's kind of the reason why right now we're sitting at 92 cent, 91.86, right under 92 cent. But it's like when we get to this area right here, this is right now, this is as far as we can get before we reject. Now, if it looks like to me we're getting a rejection here at 92 cent, and we're pulling back. We could pull back under the 50 here and then try again. But we tried over here, we tried right here, and we just tried again to get above 92 cent. And that's kind of, on the RSI, that's kind of like a resistance area right here. You send it back over here. You send it right here. It tried to get above it. It almost did, and it got rejected. And you had twice right here. It tried it twice right here. But but we did get above it right here, and then we came back down, and we're trying again. So we at the 51, right under 52 on the RSI. So it's just having a hard time getting above that 52 area range right now. As you can see right here, we did get above it. We came back. We retested it, that 52, 53 range right there on the RSI. We came down. We was in the oversold zone, and we started moving up. And look, that same area gets us every time. It's just hard to get above the 52 on the RSI, and it's just right now. It's just weak momentum in the market. As you can see back here, it wasn't, and we pushed right on above it, got way up in the overbought zone. And we've done it several times, but that area right there, that 52, well, right back here was around 58, but now it's down at the 52 area. right above the 50. So that's what we're faced with right now. That range right there. You can see it all in here. This range right here. We in that range now. It was right here in this range. It was just you don't get the momentum, you don't get the volume coming in here, and you don't get the buying to come in. You got more sell. You got a battle between selling and buying. And as you see, it's just like selling. The selling's been winning. You know, getting up above the 50. It's you get above the 50, you want the positive buying side, but it gets rejected, and you fall back down towards the selling side on the RSI, and that's just bearish for uh, SUI. So right now we could just continue to consolidate right here, get above the 50, get back below the 50, and just range. It's been ranging between, let's see, it's been ranging right here between 88 cents at the bottom of this support all the way up to 90. It went all the way up to 96 cents. But on the daily chart, let's see. We just been ranging basically. Well, we was up in this range right here, $1.31 to somewhere around $1.71. And then when we did on the daily chart, we did get up to $2, but we're down here. This line that I had, 89-cent level, right above it. And I do believe that we're going to gradually fall between the 89 cent, under the 89-cent level soon, if we don't get a change or shift in the market. So I wanted to come and give you an update on SUI, but keep holding SUI, dollar cost averaging in. It'll change before long. But I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.